Hello everyone, welcome to Master Stage. And today we are going to discuss about the globalization, which is part of your Telangana TET examination. Okay, we'll discuss. It is 10th class social studies, ninth chapter. Okay, so the introduction to globalization. So first, see the definition here. Say integration and interconnection of countries through trade, investment, technology, communication, and cultural exchange. This is the globalization. What is the globalization? It is the integration. It's connecting all the countries. How they connect it? Through trade, through investment, through technology, and through communication and cultural exchange. So nowadays, our the globalization is our global village. That means in any one country, whatever happen, it affects the other countries also through communication and the technology and through trade. Then international trade. So which means the goods and services capital moves from one country to another country across the border. Then economic integration. So nations become interdependent through market, technology, and investment. So this is about the globalization. Then features of globalization. So globalization is shaped by the characteristics having transformed the global economy since the 1990s. Okay, in 1990s there is a LPG liberalization, privatization, globalization taken place under the former Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, and that particular time there is a finance minister. His name is Dr. Manmohan Singh. So globalization increase international trade. So cross border, the goods or services moved from one country to another country. Okay, and cross border movement of goods has grown as tariff and non tariff barriers fall. Okay, then expanding communication due to development of internet, satellite, and mobile network connectivity, people and business instantly increase worldwide. Growth of MNCs. So multinational companies like Samsung, Apple, or Microsoft, they operated all the countries. So increase the investment, also increase the jobs. Then flow of investment. So capital and technology move across the borders through foreign direct investment, joint ventures, and licensing. These are the features of globalization. Then flow in economic exchange. Okay, so basically the globalization works through five major flows between the countries. It is a key point. So what globalization, what how many types of things flows one country to another or globally? One is goods, export import of physical goods, and services, information technology, banking, insurance, tourism, and education. Then investment, foreign direct investment and capital movement, technology, so machinery, internet, and mobile networks. Then information, data of exchange, news, and communication. These are the five factors, these are the five flows affecting the uh, globalization. So the five flows, what? Goods, services, investment, technology, information. So it is interconnected, interdependent, and so these are interrelated also. You should know example of each thing. Okay, then flow of goods and services. What flow of goods means exporting and importing of physical products including raw material, manufacturing goods, and agriculture produce. Example, Indian export cotton, rice, gems, and textile. And India imports what? Crude oil, machinery, and gold. Then flow of services. This is about the goods and this is about the services. So IT services including software, business process outsource, that is BPO, coding, etc. banking, international finance transactions, then tourism. So we get the revenue from foreign visitors, then call center, customer support outsourced to India. So these are the flow of goods and flow of services. India is a global leader in IT software services, and even Telangana also one of the leading hub for software. Through this particular flow of services, India get lot of foreign exchange. Okay, then flow of investment, how it happens. So there is a foreign direct investment. So foreign companies invest in company in India, and they brings the new machinery, production unit, manufacture the goods, and global sales happen. So foreign direct investment, FDI. Okay, so MNCs invest in capital in foreign countries. So they set up factories, offices, and infrastructure, and it creates jobs and boost to the local economy. Then technology transfer. So new machinery, automation, AI will transfer. Then internet revolution taken place in the beginning of the 1990s. Then mobile commission expanded across the world. Then digital platform, so enable the global trade easy. This is a flow of investment and technology. So this is there in the 10th standard. So I have used this particular flow. Then multinational companies. So the companies working more than one country. Okay, so this is called as multinational company. So what they does, large scale production. So they'll operate multiple countries, and the the production also huge capital. It needs loads of amount of investment. Then advanced technology, so they use the uh, sophisticated and latest technology. They invest lot of amount in R and research and development. Then global marketing, they sell the products with the unified branding. For example, multinational companies example I have given: Coca-Cola, Apple, Samsung, Toyota, Amazon, Microsoft, etc. So these are the multinational companies. Okay, then advantages and disadvantages of multinational companies. What are the advantages? We'll get the employment more. Okay, people get lot of jobs, and they will have good technology, better technology. Individually they growth, then industrially they growth, then foreign exchange happen. It increase the foreign exports, through which we get the foreign exchange, and foreign direct investment also comes to India. Then infrastructure development, whether it's roads, airways, railways, everything developments through multinational companies. So what are the disadvantages? So local industry will suffer, they are unable to compete with the others. So small business struggle to compete with the big companies. Then most of the times the low skill labor or no skill labor will get the uh, work exploitation. Then multinational companies make the pollution. Okay, so they may be use this weak economic norms. Then profit repatriation, so whatever the profit they earn in India, it will go to the host country. Okay, then cultural dominance, so local culture may be replaced with the foreign culture. These are the advantages and disadvantages you should remember. Then what is foreign trade? What is foreign trade means? Exchange of goods and services between the countries. It is a part of globalization. So how the foreign trade take place? Through exports, selling goods and services to other countries. So India exports software, textile, gems, paracetamol, etc. Their imports, so buying goods services from other countries. India imports crude oil, defense equipment, machinery, technology. Then economic impact, what happens? It promotes the growth, and we get the access to foreign goods and improve the market competition and prices. So trade balance mean what? Our exports should be more than imports. Then trade surplus is there. If the imports are more than export, then is a trade deficit. Those who are done their BCom, they should know, they should aware this. However, it's a common thing. You have to remember this thing. Okay. Then Liberalization and globalization. What is liberalization? So government remove the control on the uh, trade barriers. So it reduces the import duties and quotas. Okay, allows the foreign direct investment freely, opens the private sector participation. Okay, sometimes maybe joint venture, sometimes they may be alone they establish the things. So LPG reforms in 1991, there is a liberalization, privatization, globalization. Many times they may ask what is liberalization. Liberalization means removing trade restriction, opening the economy. Privatized means so transfer the public sector units to private ownership. For example, Air India, which we Indian government sold to disinvestment and it sold to the Tata Group. Then globalization, so integration of the economy with the world. So these are the reforms, open and competitive through LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization in 1991. Okay, so exam you have to remember, India adapted liberalization, privatization, globalization in 1991 under the Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao and Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh during the there is a severe economic crisis were there in 1990. That is the reason they opened the economy. That is LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Then why? What is the factors enable the globalization? So like a major development possible only after the 1990s. So improvement transport, air freight, container shipping, highway. So it reduced the cost. Communication revolution. So after 1991, so the telecom got uh, it got privatized. Then through which internet, mobile networks enabled instant global communication happen. Then internet technology, so e-commerce, electronic commerce, so is B2B or B2C, C2C, everything happen, and it is remove the geographical barriers. Okay, then liberalization, so World Trade Organization and LPG, liberalization, privatization, reform the opened economies to global participation. This is the factors enabling the globalization. So role of technology in globalization. So what technology, what it does through internet. So e-commerce happen, electronic commerce. Nowadays we buy and sell the products through Amazon, Flipkart, etc. And even we order the food through Swiggy, Zomato, something like. We made the transport by using app also. So there's a digital communication and the global transaction happen 24 into 7 satellite. So in order to make our journey free of like uh, congestion and all those stuff. Okay, so traffic, and we are able to know weather forecast, international broadcasting, and through GPS we come to know mobile phones. So we are able to connect the people and business, banking and communication anywhere. Fast information sharing, so we enable to share our information data through within fraction of seconds. So this is the role of technology globalization. So what is the World Trade Organization key facts? So World WTO established in 1995. The headquarters of this WTO World Trade Organization Geneva, Switzerland country. How many members are there? In 164 countries, and it was replaced by GATT. Okay, India member. Yes, it is a founding member of World Trade Organization. GATT began in 1948 and World Trade Organization replaced on 1st January 1995. So World Trade Organization, it is the World Trade Organization globally one body for global rules and uh, other things. So what is the key function? It promotes the world trade. So negotiation, mediation, monitoring trade agreement, remove trade barriers. So they're able to force the countries to reduce the taxes or tariffs, quotas, and subsidies. Then settle trade disputes. So mediate between the countries to solve the disputes. Then technical assistance. They help the countries to join global trade. These are the World Trade Organization. So you have to remember, if you want to, you can take the screenshot of this one. Then impact of World Trade Organization in developing countries. So positive impact is that, so enhance the trade value, export access, then transparent rule, then dispute mechanism, tech sharing. These are the advantages. What is the negative impact? So it is only help the rich nations. So it made the unfair competition. So rich nation become rich, and local become, still it is developing. Okay, this is the thing. So you have to remember. Then IMF, International Monetary Fund, which is established in 1944, Bretton Bretton Woods Conference. So headquarters in Washington D.C., USA, and it has members of 190 people. So the sister organization is the World Bank. What is the key function of International Monetary Fund? So financial assistance. It gives the loans and balance for the payment, etc. Then economic stability. It monitors and global economic health, monitor the global cooperation. Okay. Then policy advice. So guides the fiscal and monetary reforms. So IMF is established in 1944, and it became operational in 1944, and World Trade Organization 1995, and IMF is 1994. So these are asked many times in the exams. So IMF and India 1991 crisis. So there was a crisis is there in 1991. So we have the huge crisis of foreign reserves, and yearly it is exhausting. Then IMF, International Monetary Fund, intervention in Indian economy. So they have sought out, and they pledge for the global goal. Then LPG reformation take place, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Then through growth and FDI input, the recovery happened. So what is the 1991 crisis? There is a forex reserves, only 3 weeks imports required, that forest reserve we have, and 67 tons of gold pledged to the World Bank, Bank of England, and IMF, International Monetary Fund, emergency loans are 2.2 billion. So what is the outcome of IMF support? What happened? Loan came with the reform conditions. India launched LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization, under the Manmohan Singh. Then economic stabilized growth through 1990s and 2000. So this is the thing. Okay. Then positive impact of globalization. What happened through globalization? The employment got increased. Like we got the jobs through IT, manufacturing, BPO, and services in developing countries, including India. Then growth of IT sector got increased. So like Hyderabad, Bangalore, okay, then Pune. So it is a major technical centers. Then more consumer choice. So customer can get anything from anywhere through internet. So they'll get the improved and quality products, through which the life quality got increase the export and foreign direct investment. So India exports and foreign investment grow. So it strengthened the rupee and expanding the economy. Better technology. So through technological transfer, modern agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing in India taken place. These are the positive impact of globalization. Then negative impact. So small industries or factory got closed. Okay, where local industries cannot compete with the multinational companies. So that is the thing. Then job insecurity. So they take us, MNCs always takes a contract based or flexible jobs. Okay, permanent jobs are not available. So workers face insecurity. So low wages and poor benefits. Then environmental damage. So MNCs, like they exploited environment. So because lower weaker our environment loss is there, causes ecological imbalance. Then cultural changes. So we Western culture dominates media, fashion, and food brand. Then local tradition, language, and identities which got threatened. Economic inequality. So the gap between poor and rich got widened. So inequality within the nation also increased. So you have to remember, as per the TET examination, World Trade Organization founded in 1995, headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. IMF, International Monetary Fund, founded in 1944 in Washington D.C. Okay, USA. And LPG, Liberalization Privatization Reforms, taken places in 1991. So World Trade Organization has 164 members. India is a founding member of World Trade Organization. So many times these questions may ask, who was World Trade Organization was established in which year? 1995. Headquarters of IMF is located in Washington D.C. LPG reforms in India were introduced in 1991. Which organization replaced the GATT, World Trade Organization? So companies operating in many countries called as multinational companies. So these are the things you should remember: globalization, MNCs, foreign trade, World Trade Organization, IMF, LPG. If you want to take the screenshot, you can share. Also, you can also join my course, Social TG TET. So that will be with the less cost you can have. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Okay, do comment, share, and like with your friends. Okay, all the best for your TET examination.